Hey, what's going on, guys? Hex coming back in today with a brand new video, and as always, down in the title below will be the topic we're talking about today. So, Boruto episode 11. I do have to ask you guys a question. Do you guys call the show like Boruto episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or do you call it Boruto Next Generations 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Just wondering what your guys' thoughts are on that. What do you guys know the series as? I'm just wondering, okay? But nonetheless, let's hop right into this video. So we find out, well, we don't find out. We see what the antagonist, who the antagonist is, who's causing this ghost to infect people with the Hashirama cell, and it seems as if I just feel like it's someone from Abu Black Ops, but no, knowing that Mitsuki's father is Orochimaru from Boruto Naruto the movie, this has to be someone, he's connected to him, so it has to be someone that's working with Orochimaru. It has to be someone like that. And we find out that there's this beast. That beast that we always see, that ghost is actually some kind of beast, and his name is Nu. And we see a little like ring, and we see like some propel out of the ring, and it's almost formed a complete circle around that ring that we see on the screen. And the beast Nu, we should call him, I guess. The beast says, this negativity chakra, this negative chakra, the more we could, collect, the closer we are to breaking the seal of Hashirama's cell. And so I'm really interested to get some clarification on that. So yeah, it looks as if the more chakra they collect, this beast is actually going to be released from its chamber per se. So it can infect people through the chamber. So I'm assuming it's actually going to be pretty strong if it can infect people through its seal. But yet it's supposed to be able to be sealed away. So the fact of the matter that it has this chakra leaking out of it, period, is really kind of interesting. So it must be pretty strong. Maybe we'll get our our first really good fight in the coming episodes, our first big bad boss. And boy, do I love characters like Shikadai. I don't care, man. Shikamaru, Shikadai, I love these characters because they're they find out that they're being watched. That's the so it's like, okay, we're being watched. Why are we being watched is a big question. That's the question I have for everyone out there. Why? Why do you think, this person's watching them and then avoiding them? Is it because they know there's something with Boruto's eye? Do they know that if, Boruto gets enough, strong enough people around him and he's able to see this ghost that he's going to be sealed away? What is it about Boruto and the gang that this guy wants to avoid? Why? Because they're going to go down every route. And that guy knows, they know that guy knows they're following them and knows what they're doing every moment of the day. So they're like, hey, let's trick him and then come back here. And we see that. We see him at the at the mail place. So it's just really interesting little question I got. Really good question I got. I'm liking the writing of this right now. But I got to jump into what Naruto said to Boruto about, you do not know the horrors of war. We see that person who almost died because all his chakra is basically drained. And I got to jump into this because this is so huge. Because this is a world that is at peace. There's no wars, there's barely any conflicts at that. And he's right, Boruto does not know the horrors of war. He's 100%, 1,000%, 1,000,000% right. He does not understand that, because this is a peaceful generation. There's nothing that's even come close to a war happening in Boruto's life. So it's really cool to see Shino come in and say, you guys saved me, so I believe in you. And that music, that was the insert song from Shippuden. I don't know if they tweaked it a little bit, but it didn't sound like it. But still, nonetheless, I always love that insert song. But I love how Shino said, I'm not treating you guys like children anymore. You guys saved me. I really love that. A really good scene. And does anyone else feel like it's kind of like a slap in the face to Boruto whenever, Naruto just shows up with a shadow clone? It would be to me personally. It would be to me personally. I mean, it's just kind of, you can't even face me, man to man, person to person, father to son, and let alone, father to son. Yeah. So it's just kind of like a smack in the face for me, for me, if I was his kid. I would like, my dad's never around. It's never the real thing. It's always some kind of clone, at least 95% of the time. That's a smack in the face. That would hurt a little bit. But I'm calling it now. Class rep and Boruto, it's going to be a thing way later on down the road. And like, I guess Boruto Shippuden or something, I guess, or Boruto Naruto Next Generation Shippuden. I don't know what the hell to call it. But I'm just making up names. But yeah, 100% a thing. I think just from the beginning scene, I've seen, the class rep seem as if she's a trap. I felt romantic undertones with the class rep a couple times now. And she's like Hinata. She's the Hinata of the group, but she's way more like lively, or I guess outgoing, in the sense of she will go out of her way to respond to you and not be like, Boruto, don't worry about it. You know, she's like, Boruto, don't worry about it. It's not your fault. You know, she's not just acting all shy and, you know, annoyingly shy. She's not acting like that. She's straight up talking to Boruto, face to face, not freaking out, not getting fluttered. And I'm so glad to see that. You know, it's the Hinata, but at the same time, it's the Hinata of today. It's yeah. She has the personality of Hinata, the grown up Hinata. So, yeah, 100%. So I'm glad to see that. You know, I was hoping to be Sarada, but I mean, in Boruto Naruto the movie, even Boruto always talks about Sasuke as he calls him uncle, I believe it is. So I mean, maybe I would like that. I think it'd be really cool to see those two characters. I mean, mingle. I think it'd be really neat. You know. So yeah, what are you for? Are you for Class Rep? Are you for Sarada? Just really interesting and curious to know. But as always, guys, you guys have been Hex. You should leave a like, comment, subscribe. I don't know. I keep messing up my outro. I'll just see you the fuck later.